So, good morning, dear children, once again in this session in our video session of Information Technology class 12. Now, today the topic that we are going to discuss is of utmost importance in case of a database management system. In case of a database management system, it is of very important and it plays a vital role while designing any database, while creating relationship between two of the tables, three tables in a relation. Now the topic of our discussion, today's discussion, is referential integrity constant. This is referential integrity constant. So what is actually a referential integrity constant? Let us see. It is a kind of constant. As I said earlier, constant, the meaning of constant is restrictions. Okay? The meaning of constant is restrictions. So whenever we place restrictions in a relation in our database, those restrictions will be considered as constraint. So it is a kind of constraint that is specified between two relations. Means whenever we need to insert two relations in a single database, suppose we have a single database in that we are inserting two relations, 2, 3, 4, any number of relations, then if we would like to place a constant between two relations and connect those two relations, join those two relations together, then we will go ahead with the concept of referential integrity constant. Okay. Now here before going into the detailed discussion of referential integrity constant, I would like to discuss one more type of key that is also known by a name, that is called as foreign key. Before this discussion, we have considered different types of key. The first category of key was super key, then candidate key, primary key, and simple key. Now apart from this also, one more category of key is there, that is known as foreign key. Now what is actually a foreign key? See, as the definition itself implies, it is an attribute or a set of attributes that references to the primary key of same table or another table or relation. That means what? A foreign key can be made up of a single attribute. Correct? Attribute where you see in case of this student table, one attribute is roll number, second is name, third one is address. Similarly, in case of course table, it is course ID, one attribute is course ID, second one is course name, the third one is roll number. Correct? So, a foreign key can be made of single attribute. Okay? Or it can be made up of a set of attributes, a group of attributes. Whenever we take group of attributes, that can be called by another name, that is composite. Composite. Okay? This is simple. Whenever single attribute is there, that can be considered as simple, and if a key is made up of a set of attributes or a group of attributes, that is called composite. Now what happens? This foreign key references to the primary key of same table or another table or relation. Now whenever we are going to design an attribute or a set of attributes in such a way that it shows foreign key, then always remember it should reference to the primary key of that particular table or of different table or relation. That means what? Whenever we are assigning any attribute value as the foreign key, that always is interlinked with the primary key of another table or of the same table. Okay? So this kind of relation, this kind of key is generally used whenever we would like to join two relations in a database. Okay, here we have taken two examples. The first one is student table and the second one is course table. Okay, now in this student table, what I did, I have created three attributes. First one is roll number, second one name, address. And this table contains the complete information about the students who are getting admitted in the school in our database. Okay, and in case of course relation, we have inserted three attributes: course ID, course name, and roll number. Here what happens? Whatever may be the number of students, how many number of students are enrolled in our school will be taking a course. Correct? Based on their choice, they might be enrolled for a single course. So in this table, all the students will be allotted the courses against his or her name. Okay. Now here Why? Suppose I have taken these two tables or these two relations. Now, when the concept of foreign key becomes important, in here. See, foreign key maintains referential integrity. As I said earlier, the main purpose of foreign key is to maintain referential integrity, means to put restriction that that in order to establish connectivity between two relations, referencing, we need to use a foreign key. Okay. Now what happens? This is the base table where all the details of a student are being kept, are being placed. For example, the roll number that has been allotted to a particular student in roll number attribute, name in name attribute, and address in the address attribute. Similarly, under the course, each and every student will be allotted a course ID followed by the name of that particular course, and here this is important. But before that, let us go to the student table once more. Here, see, there are a total of 3 attributes. Now, we have assigned roll number as the primary key. That means what? Whenever we will be inserting data in our roll number attribute, it should always be not null, unique, and should not be duplicate, Okay. Since we have already considered the concept of primary key, so in case of primary key, what happens? The value inserted in the primary key attribute should always be not null. It should not be null, it should not be unique, and it should not be duplicate. Why? Because, see, in a relation, in order to differentiate, in order to characterize different data that has been inserted, we insert the concept of primary key. So until and unless name and address column can be same, correct? In name and address column, a person with different name, with same name can be having different address, a person with the same name can be having same address as well. So these two attributes cannot identify the home relation uniquely. In order to do so, we have inserted the roll number column, and each and every student, whether his name is same or different, or they belong from the same location, same city, will each and everyone will be assigned a unique roll number. Correct? So this is a primary key. Now one more thing is there. Let us come to the course table. Here the first attribute is course ID, second one is course name, and third one is roll number. Here we have assigned roll number as the foreign key. See, here we have only used single attribute, that is, it is simple attribute. We have assigned foreign key as the roll number. That means what? It will take reference, or it will establish connection with the student table by means of the roll number attribute of student relation. So it will reference to the primary key of student relation. Fine, it will reference to the primary key of student relation. It will reference, it will be linked with the address table, student table. The course table will be linked to the student table by means of roll number attribute, which is a foreign key in case of, which has been declared as a foreign key in case of course attribute, and primary key in case of student attribute. Now this one will also be called by another name, base table, because from here we are taking the reference and this table is taking the reference from this table. So this is also known as referencing table, and this one will be called by another name, that is reference table. That means what? This foreign key will be taking references from the primary key of referenced table. And one more thing we should always keep in mind, that whenever we are taking the concept of foreign key in between two relations, whenever we are inserting the concept of foreign key in between two relations, we should ensure that at least one attribute should be same. At least one attribute in both the relations should be same. See, here in this case, we have taken roll number as common in here. Okay. we have taken roll number as common in here in both the relation. Now one more thing is there. See, in case of primary key we have declared roll number as the primary key, while in course table we have declared roll number as the foreign key. In case of primary key, what we have learned, that is primary key cannot be null, it will be unique and it should not unique, not null, and it should not be duplicate. While in case of foreign key, a foreign key can also have null values. Okay, a foreign key can also accept null values. In our foreign key column, we can insert null values. It accepts null values. Fine. And it can be duplicates as well. Now, we have learned the concept of foreign key and primary key in our previous class. Now, let us see how it will maintain the referential integrity. See, suppose this is the student table where the list of all the students who are being admitted into the school has been set. Now, in this table, in this course table, all the students who are there in the school and who are there in the current session or who are being admitted into the school, each and every student will be assigned a particular course ID along with the name of that particular course against their roll number. Now, if we go ahead and insert, say we would like to insert roll number 1, 2 and one more column we would like to add roll number 3. Now, roll number 10. Can you guarantee that this roll number 10 value will also be inserted? No. Why? Because if we go ahead and check the reference table, under the roll number attribute category, only 3 values are there, 1, 2 and 3. So since we are referencing this roll number foreign key attribute with the primary key of student relation, so this roll number attribute should only be containing those values which are there in the primary key column of student table. So here, as we can see, only 3 values are there, 1, 2 and 3. 1 and 2 it will accept, but 10 it will not accept. Correct? So in such scenarios, this attribute, that is foreign key attribute, is of utmost importance. So this is the concept of foreign key. Foreign key is generally an attribute or a set of attributes that references to the primary key of same table or another table or relation. And here, in order to explain the concept of foreign key, we have taken 2 relations. First one is student, containing the details of all the students who are being enrolled in who are being admitted in the school, and the second one is course table, where all the details about the courses that has been assigned against each and every student's roll number is being listed. Now, here we have declared roll number as primary key, which is unique and not null, and here roll number has been assigned as foreign key, and it is totally different from the primary key. It can accept null value as well as duplicates. Okay. Now, foreign key is used in order to maintain referential integrity. That means what? In order to connect or in order to join 2 relations, we use the concept of foreign key. Here, moreover, a foreign key should be made in such a way that it should be identical to one of the attributes in the reference table. For example, here roll number has been declared as foreign key. It is identical to the roll number which is there inside the reference table. So this table which takes the reference from another table is called referencing table, while the table which gives the reference is called base table or reference table. So this is how it maintains referential integrity, connectivity between 2 relations. Now let us see how to write query whenever we are using the concept of foreign key. Using the concept of foreign key and referential integrity, how to write certain queries. Let us see. First of all, we will observe how to create our course relation using the references from our student relation. So It will be like this. Query will be like this. Create table codes. Create table codes. Now we are creating a table with the name as codes inside our MySQL client. Here we need to write attribute value along with their data types. So the first attribute is course ID. Course ID integer course name varchar 10 roll number integer references student Okay, so this is the general syntax. This is the general method by means of which we can create the codes relation. Suppose the second table course table I am creating with three attributes. First one is course ID, second one is course name, and the third one is roll number. Correct? Now, in the third column, as I said, the third column has been declared, or third attribute has been declared as the foreign key. So it should take reference from some other relation or from one more attribute of the same relation. Now, since we have considered the case of two relations which are getting joined by means of foreign key, so I have taken the reference of the reference relation, that is student relation. See, roll number, first is course ID, create table course, then course ID first attribute along with data type, course name second attribute along with data type as variable character, then the third one roll number which has been declared as integer data type, and that is taking this roll number attribute is taking the references from student table with attribute roll number. Okay, so this is how we maintain referential integrity between two relations by means of foreign key. By means of foreign key, we maintain referential integrity between two relations. Now, if this table is already created and we would like to update the foreign key while modifying the values in the database, then in such situation how we can carry out the steps. Let us see. This is the step by means of which we can create the table or relation by taking the reference of another relation. But if already the table has been generated, now we need to take the reference after creation of a table by means of modification. Then in such situation one more query is there. Let us see. So I am changing the table. Alter table course add constraint FK, foreign key, references, then foreign key here, references, student. Okay, so whenever the table has already been generated, both the tables are already there inside our database. Now, while modifying certain attribute value, while modifying certain tuple value inside our database, if we would like to insert foreign key or this referential integrity constant, then we can go ahead with this query. See, here we are changing the table, altering the data in a table, alter table codes. Codes was our second relation, correct? We need to alter the codes. Here what we are doing, adding the constant, this referential integrity constant we are adding constant fk foreign key. What constant we are adding? That is foreign key constant we are adding in the codes relation, and this foreign key constant here after foreign key it will be roll number. Okay, roll number. So alter table codes, add constant. Codes table we are altering by means of addition of a constant, that is foreign key, and our attribute value, that is roll number, has been declared as the foreign key, which is taking the reference, which is taking the link, connectivity link from the second relation, that is the student relation, with the attribute value roll number. Like this we can establish referential integrity by means of a foreign key in between two relations. Now in our next part we will discuss few more advantages of this foreign key in our next class. Thank you.